Hey everybody, and welcome to Stock Abilities. This is stock market breaking news alerts. Trump may be discharged from the hospital on Monday, a doctor says. Alert says Trump's campaign will be a slingshot going forward. The president has been administered drug to control inflammation. Doesn't seem to be any reason for him to potentially hold him longer than that. Conveniently, this news comes out, of course, right before futures are going to be opening here in less than 6 to 7 hours at this point when I'm doing this video. And of course, the president has continued to approve. The White House physician Sean Conley told reporters at Walter Reed National Medical Center as with any illness, there are frequent ups and downs over the course. And then Dr. Brian Garibaldi, who's on the president's medical team, said that our hope is that we can plan for a discharge as early as tomorrow to the White House. Connolly said that Trump's blood oxygen saturation level dropped twice in his diagnosis, but never below 90%. Conley said the president's medical team decided after some discussion to administer dexamethasone, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, a steroid used to treat inflammation in COVID patients. And generally, lots of COVID cases, all that kind of spam that they like to put on these websites. But then he eventually was administered a experimental antibody cocktail as well as remdesivir, an antiviral drug. I wouldn't recommend chasing any of these specific tickers into market open tomorrow because pre-market it's probably just going to open with a gap up, and then you're going to try to enter into the live actual open market outside of the pre-market, and then you're going to be ending up losing because you're going to be kind of chasing the news. I would not recommend doing that if that's something you're planning on doing. Just something I wanted to mention in this video. But essentially, with Trump being treated for the coronavirus at Walter Reed Military Hospital, his aides took to the Sunday News shows seeking to dispel doubts about his re-election campaign to defend his campaign rallies and White House events where Trump and his supporters seldom wore masks. A lot of drama going back and forth. Short answer is Trump went in on the weekend, and he looks like he's going to be getting out on the first trading day back publicly here. And before futures open, they're announcing this news. So obviously, they're a little bit worried about maybe potentially breaking that stock market flow that was been going on. Took a bit of a dip with that, but with the news that he was going to get COVID, and then in the futures in the after hours, it took a little bit more of a dip. So now we're probably going to see a rise in the futures market rather than a dip, considering this news just came out today, right before futures. In the past week, it hasn't really did a whole lot. The past month, it's been on kind of a downturn, but September is generally a bearish month, so that doesn't really mean a whole lot. On the year to date, it's still up quite a lot, but it's still back to struggling around its previous areas here. And then, of course, QQQ, pretty much same thing. Did have a nice tear into Thursday, but then it gave most of that back into the end of the week with a big drop off to kind of flatline things again for kind of a consolidation phase. Most important thing to remember here is that we're still chilling around the moving average here, keeps bouncing below and back up. Did break down temporarily for some dramatic tech related news. We got some subpoenas and some other things coming up, but those are more like, I would say, a staged narrative rather than something that would be all that impactful. A lot of that dip from that subpoena related news is probably already the reason why it dropped in the first place to offset that kind of thing. But we're going to see how this progresses into the next days here. I just wanted to release this news, let you guys know basically that they're considering discharging him from the hospital as soon as Monday. Whether that's going to be the actual case, who knows? Point being is it's a bullish headline, and it's out before the futures market essentially comes open here and causes some drama. But we'll see how that progresses. Make sure to leave in the comments below your own input about what you think about this, what you think about the futures market, and other videos. If you'd like to see them just like this one, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys later on. Have a nice day.